Kliff chop again, and Ricky Dawkins to pin him! No! Hey, shut up! They did it! Oh, come Somebody cut Dave Kitchen's butt. Joe, the only team that did not walk into this match with a set of tag team titles leaves with them all. And the Birds are 10-0 in IWC. They did it. Christmas is over. Do you believe in miracles or what? They weren't even supposed to be here. They weren't even supposed to be in a tag team title match. But Brotherly Love, the success story of the year, leave with all the gold. Oh, back to the celebrations and carriage tonight. Well, I guess for Brotherly Love, they're going to be sitting on their throne as the kings of the IWC Tag Team Division. I need a bucket. I'm going to be sick. A bucket! Come on. This is a great feel-good moment. These are two guys that have been told by so many that they never do it. And that visual tells the story. Brotherly Love are at the top of IWC Tag Team Wrestling.
Now this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. And I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air. Born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days. Chillin' out, maxin', relaxin', all cool. Chillin' out, maxin', relaxin', all cool. Chillin' out, maxin', relaxin', all cool. And all shootin' some ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys who were acting no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared and said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air." I put the board tab and when it came near, the license plate and pregnant and dice in the mirror.
Spooky Luke Harpenbarker coming at you with the brand new IWC Tag Team Champions. Right in front of you, Ricky Dawkins, Kliff Klepto. Go Birds, baby. What is up, Brotherly Love?
Go Birds.
What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm fantastic now. Got y'all on here. First interview as champions. Look at me go. Look at y'all.
You know, I've never been so happy to gain 30 pounds in my life.
It looks good on you guys, man. I'm so happy for you. I watched the show on Fight, renewed my Fight Plus subscription just so I could catch the match, and y'all pulled it out. And it wasn't against no chump teams either.
No, it was pretty much against one of the best unsigned tag teams walking this planet today. And, you know, Tito and Dawn are somewhat new, you know, within the last few years. You know, Tito's only got 2 or 3 years under his belt. They will be known very soon if they aren't already.
Hell yeah. How you feeling about it, Kliff?
I kind of feel broken. It's been 2 days, and I still feel like that big Bosnian busted me in half 5 seconds.
Oh, my God. You flew. Talk about go Birds. Choom!
Yeah, I did fly like an eagle. I mean, you know, I didn't think I could jump that high. I don't think I did it by myself, but hey, man, it still counts.
I looked up and I said, dude, he's going to the third row.
Yeah, if you listen to the commentary, it was either BC or Dabrowski. It was like, I thought he was going to hit us.
Yeah, I definitely did not think he was coming straight down.
That was a wild one. And you guys are no strangers to wild tag matches. Another match I watched recently out of 2PW that I can say it. It's my show. The Lego match. Holy hell! What was y'all doing in 2PW?
Yeah, we turned back the clock, acted like children, and had some fun with some Legos.
That was a wild one. That was a wild one. You got people pulling guns to stop you guys.
Yeah, chest flexor is an animal. I'll just say that.
Hey, but for the record, that's not the first time a gun's been pulled on me, so we're
just Philly things. Just Philly things.
Yeah. Let's go. What was it like? What's it like? To me, I have no clue. I'm in Monongah, West Virginia, where you guys are about to come soon. You guys are in a wrestling town, man. You talk about royalty. What's it like up there in Philly right now?
Philly. It's Philly. It's like no other place on earth, that's for sure, especially in this country. I mean, we're just different people. We're wired differently. We bleed green. And I think that's what's we have used the Philly attitude in the ring since we've started, and look where it got us, baby.
No doubt.
Not only the Philly attitude, man, the cheese whiz. That is
Whiz.
thing. We just incorporate the cheese whiz. The cheese whiz get us hype, dude.
The Whiz.
It's like that Popeye spinach, but you know.
Y'all got fans guzzling cheese whiz.
Dude.
I love it.
Yeah, mate. I have given a Whiz facial to a lot of different people of all backgrounds of life, all ages. I think the youngest Whiz facial was about 2 years old. That sounds terrible, but it is Whiz. Let me just clarify: Whiz cheese facial. It was a 2-year-old, and then their mother wanted it right after. And I think the oldest was maybe 80.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe 80. This old guy, he took it like a champ.
You guys are wild. And I wanted to get into that too. Obviously, there's a lot of thought into what you guys do. You can watch the promos. You guys are on to something. You would think, being some badasses out of Philly, people would be booing you. But everybody has caught on, and you guys have caught fire. Where's the inspiration? I mean, are you guys just that creative of guys? Do you have help? What's going on?
I got a good answer for this. It's something we talked about, when we sat back and tried to figure out what the hell is it that works. I just think when the Eagles beat Tom Brady, everyone was like, you know what? Philly's not so bad. And then ever since that, I mean, I've been riding the Philly wave, and it seems like the rest of the world is too.
Like I said, you guys have caught fire. You guys have caught fire. If it's not Kliff rapping, you're doing your thing. I'm going to try to get a freestyle out of you later just to give you a heads up on that.
He'll bust one down.
Well, we got a big gauntlet match coming up in Monongah this weekend, so we'll be talking about your opponents very soon. Very soon.
Yeah, we'll get to that. Talk about rapping. I might as well drop a little secret here. We got a little diss song in the works, so it's coming soon. We got a little message to some people on TV that we got to hope that can get to them.
Yeah, they got some belts too. So I mean,
yeah. Okay, you heard it here first.
Uh-huh.
You guys, your promos are gold. Recently, just dropped a little pilot for what I hope turns into something. Let's go into that.
How'd you like that one?
I loved it. I guarantee you, I was the first person to watch it. Maybe not, because I ain't the only crazy fan of yours. But how'd that come about? I mean, you guys have been just pumping out these videos. What's the plan for YouTube and beyond?
Yeah, I saw you go back. I saw a bunch of likes from a bunch of old videos on my Facebook about an hour ago. No, I mean, I appreciate you taking the time to go and watch those. A lot of people in today's age in this business don't appreciate promos, especially other independent wrestlers don't put the time in to even get behind their phone. And, not a lot of people know this since me and Kliff both were into videography and stuff. I mean, some of our promos, between filming, the time to go to the locations and the editing, some of those promos easily 20, 25, 30 hours into easily.
Wow.
For a 2.5 minute video that some people don't even pay attention to what we're trying to say. But there are definitely some out there who appreciate it like you, and we appreciate it even more that you take the time out of your day to kind of watch that. And same goes with all the other good people that tune into our online content.
Well, that's what's going to slingshot you guys ahead of the crowd. You know that. You know that. You're putting the work in. The proof's in the pudding. You guys are hilarious without even trying. You guys are doing seances. I mean, just it's wild. You never know what you guys are going to do next. So, what are we looking at in 2023 as far as video content?
So yeah, the Brotherly Love Show was something that we've been sitting on for a good while, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
We run on Kliff Time. Kliff Time is a definition described by Kliff Klepto as you never know when the hell we're gonna get it done.
No, you never know when, you never know where. I don't even know when or where, you know?
Yeah.
I'm just here. I just show up sometimes and then
I'm starting to learn about it myself. Hell. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. I appreciate you taking time for a little silly podcast called WrestleRoni. So,
no, I love it. I love the name, by the way. That's a good one.
It's a silly name for a silly podcast. We don't take things too serious, so you guys are perfect.
I think I'm attracted to it because I'm an Italian, so I think of rigatoni's.
There you go.
Like, yeah, there we go.
Hell yeah. I appreciate it. It means the world coming from you guys because obviously, like I say, you know what the hell you're doing. You haven't been on the scene all that long, and you just caught fire. Listen to that crowd when you guys win the belts. I'm sure you've watched it back. What'd that feel like?
Plenty of times. I mean, it felt like the Super Bowl all over again watching the Eagles win the Super Bowl, but it was just us inside of an environment that, you know, we weren't cheering for ourselves. We had other people cheering for us, and it was just like, we both, I mean, you can even see the emotion on our faces. Like, when he, like, just Kliff coming over to me, like the pure emotion, we were just in the moment.
What about you, Kliff? How'd it feel for you?
Yeah, that was probably one of the coolest things that I've ever experienced. You know, you can sit there and you can dream about that moment like your entire life. I mean, this is really special to us because it's our first. You know, I used to steal the neighborhood kids' belts, you know, down in South Philly, the ones that could have it. And, you know, I'd walk around thinking I'm like RVD or, you know, I'm Shane Douglas or somebody. But, you know, finally being able to do that on my own in front of, like, a crowd next to my brother, you know, that was just a moment that you can't script it, and then B, that's something you can't recreate.
For sure.
And, like, it was just the whole – so like you said, we're pretty fresh. I mean, we are only 12, 13, 15 months into our career since debut. So within those 15 months, we've been saved. The moments have just been like we've been saved by the Sandman. We've took shots with Bill Alfonso. We've wrestled some of the greatest names in this area, people who have been on television. Just everything about every moment and experience leading up to capturing these belts has just been a movie, basically.
And you know, the crazy thing is, it's like who we shared the ring with, it's like always a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when we step in the ring with, you know, it doesn't matter who, when, where, like every time we step in that ring, we are learning so much from not only like being exposed to the live crowd, but also like who you're stepping in the ring with. You know, I think that's a huge thing, you know, to not only take into the next match, but hey, you know, Duke Davis said, you know, like, I really respect the guy. He, you know, he came up to me after the match and he was like, hey, you know, cherish this, blah, blah, blah. And he said, you might not take the learning curve into the next match or even the next match after that, but hey, 4, 5, 6 matches in, you might remember that one thing that you needed to do 5 matches ago, 6 matches ago. And, you know, that's really stuck with me. And I think, you know, that's also one of the coolest things about wrestling is being able to just pick little shit up from everybody.
You guys have picked it up pretty fast too. I mean, you wouldn't know it by watching you guys that you're less than 2 years in. In IWC, it's no small titles. This federation's been around for a while, and obviously they saw something in you guys. You haven't taken a loss yet, So how important is that company to you guys?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we train there. Obviously, shout out Chris LaRusso, our trainer.
Crucial.
Yeah, I mean, just you ring crew and you do all the backstage stuff. You set up I mean, I still do that, give a hand, but when you start, you do all that. It's 2 p.m. till 3 a.m. days on show days. And you get to sit back and watch for a year. You watch the bigger names at IWC. You watch guys come into IWC that maybe weren't there before, that are bigger names that are on TV. And that first year of learning, you're training, you're just like, wow, like what's it going to be like when I step out there? And then I remember, Kliff could even tell you our debut match, back in August 2021. I didn't sleep for like 40 hours before. He was throwing up all night. I had a fever the morning of our match, like 102, just from being so anxious and stressed. And leading all the way up until the 2 minutes before our match, we're behind the curtain waiting for the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air music to hit for the first time ever in front of a live crowd. The second we came through that curtain and I screamed, it all went away. It was just, and from that moment, it's the butterflies were never there again. And it's just been straight, let's go work. Let's do our thing. And one day, which now we're here, we got what we started the journey for.
Hell yeah.
And that's like seeing so much history, like who has held this specific title, but also the brandy new shiny gold.
The brand new one.
Like the people who have held this, it's crazy to think that we're on that same, like, we're on that same thing. You know what I'm saying? We're on the same caliber as like some of the greatest tag teams. Not only in this area, this country, this business. We're not saying we're there, but like we are in good company. That's also a thing that's super surreal, is that I just can't believe, like, how many months ago Matt and Jeff Hardy were touching these titles. You know what I mean?
Nope.
Yeah. And I went from rapping on the pre-show to now we're holding it. You know what I mean?
And technically this was, the storyline with these titles all started with Matt and Jeff Hardy when they beat TME. And then Tito and Don, saying they bought the titles. There was 2 sets of titles. There was 6-7 months of confusion with these of who a real champion is. And come the end of the year, it's us walking out with them.
It's official.
Yeah.
It's official. Yeah, exactly. And they did a wonderful job with the promo package before the match, letting folks know. So, I mean, like I say, it's definitely official. I want to throw it back to the first time I saw you guys. It was at Fairmont State. And it wasn't even before your match. This is what impressed me. Before the show even started, you guys are out there screwing with the crowd, getting your heat. And I hit my buddy, and I said, look at these guys. He's brand new to independent wrestling. I said, they're out here getting their heat. And in my eyes, you guys were superstars right there because you knew what the hell you was doing. Show isn't going to start for an hour, and you're out there screwing with people, pissing them off.
Yeah.
So props on that. So
thank you.
What was it like coming down to Hilljack, West Virginia? Now you guys are in enemy territory. You're in Saturday Night Special's house, playing the heels, getting booed. Pies versus Cheese Whiz. What was that like for you?
So I'll let Kliff talk about it here in a second. I just want to note that was our first and only time working as heels, as bad guys, they say. So that was a cool experience. That was really, really funny. And I mean, I loved it. We had fun with the crowd. They played into everything that we had to give them. So that's perfect. And I know Kliff was having fun giving a bunch of 8-year-olds the middle finger while they gave it to him back.
Yeah, that was so cool. Like we even team song for that because the first we thought do whatever, fuck Chris Rock anyway. So we switched it to the end of the version that we did. We dropped the music video on Facebook. But when I came out, like immediately, this guy was just staring at me, and he just looked like just really pissed. I don't know. And I forgot we were wearing the shirts that said "Fuck West Virginia" with each. And he's like, "Nice shirt, asshole!" And I just like whip my head around. I'm like, "Oh, I got you, dude." So I go in between the ropes. I'm just barking at him, and the next thing you know, it's like him and then his 2 8-year-old kids beside me, and I just get 6 middle fingers right to the face, and I was just like, shit."
I'm learning, and I'm fairly new with RSW, but everybody's told me, and I'm learning. Tim Cross has an eye for talent. There's a reason he brought you guys in to fight our tag team champions. That place was rocking. In case you guys didn't realize, a lot of those folks in that crowd don't realize how wrestling works. This was Memphis 1982. They believed it hook, line, and sinker. They wanted to kill y'all. They wanted Saturday Night Special to kill y'all. And
That's true.
It was a hell of a scene. We're going to get that match posted ASAP. Now I'm kind of in charge of the editing and stuff, so we'll make sure that gets out sooner than later because that was a fun one.
Yes, I have yet to actually watch that back. Well, I watched it back from a fan's phone footage, but I do want to see the actual footage from that.
That's my
Ricky,
phone.
Was that the first time you've taken a cream pie to the face?
Yeah. Yeah, that was that's what made it. Honestly, that was a really cool moment in the life. Not only because we were, quote unquote heels, but the fact that we had it as a Whiz facial versus a cream pie. Because the daddies of Applebee's, DD Vice and Marcus Old Twist, their shenanigans worked perfect with ours, and that was a cool experience.
Yeah. Before you guys even came in, Marcus told me, he said, "You're going to love these guys. Just wait till you see these guys." And he put you guys over big time to everybody, and he wasn't wrong.
Yeah, it was cool because Tim didn't tell those guys who they were facing until our promo dropped, and they were fucking – they sent me the text and was like, "You dirty bastards."
And that's a fun part of wrestling. I'm starting to learn about the top secret shit that you're hiding from each other, popping the boys, shit like that. So I'm sure it was awesome for you. Yeah. So looking forward to things, what are we looking at? As far as the independent scene right now, who would be a dream tag team for you guys to go up against right now?
Just on the independent level, not television?
On the independent level, then we'll get to TV.
Honestly, this is a tough question because we have faced so many locally talented, like Money Shot, TME, even Tito and Dawn, 1/3 of Team Storm and Jackson Argos, the Rev Ron Hunt and the Apex in 2PW. We've come, even Saturday Night Special, Kings of West Virginia. We've faced some pretty damn good teams so far. I'm not gonna lie. Mm-hmm. Culmination, shout out, a bunch of them.
Well, I'd have to say Waves and Crows. Like that's a great one. And then also just being, the IWC guys that we are, I would love to wrestle the fraternity. I think we could do some cool ass shit with Channing Decker, he has the ECW vibes, and then Trent's a great guy too, so I feel like we could work now.
Okay, that's a good one. I'm gonna say, for my answer here, they're kind of not a thing right now, but they were really, really good when they were. I'm gonna say the Regulators, Jock Sampson and Chris, our trainer, LaRusso.
Oh shit! Never say never.
Give us the GOAT and the trainer. I'll take that.
I've been watching Jock for years on the indie scene. That dude's just too good.
He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
Yeah. I'll say it all day. What about your favorite match so far? Your favorite opponent, your favorite match? I'm sure that's your top 3 at least.
Yeah, let's take out the championship match because that's obviously clearly number one.
All right, Rick. Well, you go. We'll go back and forth. We'll name all 3, but you start, dude.
Okay, so if we're not counting the championship match, because that's obviously both. I know which one you're already thinking of. I'm going to say Money Shot. The Sandman coming out to save us was. I mean, we both, especially being from Philly, but we grew up on ECW. Like before I watched before I got into learning about the Ultimate Warriors and that, and then later in the 2000s, it was ECW in the early 2000s, late 90s that we grew up on, and Sandman was each of our top 3 favorite wrestlers of all time. And just the fact that we shared the ring, I bashed beer over my head, I bashed beer over Cliff's head, and we won the match against Money Shot. I mean, the moment was, and the fraternity was there. It was, but like everyone, like it was just what an experience. So that definitely was one for me.
I gotta say the ballpark, the rain delay.
Yeah, that was cool.
Crazy. So like, we were, what are we, like 3rd or 4th supposed to go on?
This was just, it was one of those nights where you're challenged because everything on the card changes. So go ahead, Cliff.
Yeah, so it was an outside ballpark, the Washington Wild Things. It's like an independent baseball team out near Pittsburgh, and it just downpoured all day, and moved, and there was a delay. And then at one point, they're like, hey, you boys aren't even going to go out, you know what I mean? And then next thing you know, they're like, can you guys main event?
So, yeah, this is funny. So Braun Strowman, well, formerly known as Adam Scherr, now Braun Strowman again, was on the card and obviously supposed to be the main event. Well, by the second rain delay, he was like, I don't want to have a chance for the whole show to get rain. Can we just go out? So they took our spot, and then we got told we were going out, and then up top, there was our walkie-talkies from the booth down to the locker room weren't working, so they played the wrong music. So when they heard the wrong other people's music playing when we were supposed to be next, you saw those guys run out like, oh shit, our match is right now, because they can't. So they end up bumping us to the main event, and they changed it from a regular tag match and just said go fight throughout the crowd. And so it ended up being a false count anywhere base brawl, and in the rain, the like 50 plus fans that stayed the whole time. It was just a cool experience.
Yeah, I was hiding hot dogs. I was beating Jackson Argos with
This
hot dogs.
hold on, this dude,
full garbage can. I threw. It was great.
I don't know there if you went and seen that match. So look, I didn't know until I watched the video back. Well, I knew in the beginning. So Cliff comes out during our entrance eating a hot dog. And I'm like, all right, that's funny. When I'm watching it back, maybe 5 or 6 minutes into the match, we're already in. We started in the ring. We're in the crowd. This dude starts beating Argos with the same exact hot dog. It was in his pocket the whole time. I'm like, Jesus.
Oh, shit.
I just was like, dude, is he beating him with a hot dog right now? And then he eats the hot dog for one last bite and then smacks him over the head with it.
Keep it warm for him, dude. Like, what do you mean? It was baseball.
Yeah, he was in a trash can. I took a bump on. So I took a body slam on top of the dugout, and it was not a wood dugout. It was straight cement, so that sucked.
I should have felt that one out beforehand.
Yes, freaking Chase Gold. That guy stinks. Yeah, so that was a really cool experience. Just being outside, the rain. How often do you wrestle in the rain? So that was cool. And then being bumped to the main event that Braun Strowman was on, that was pretty cool.
That was I saw clips of it today. It's on your guys' Facebook page. I want to see the whole match in its entirety. They got drone shots.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Oh man, the end. I'm not going to ruin the end for folks because Argos is another just gift to wrestling as well. Same as y'all, man.
Like, that's our uncle. That's yeah. I mean, I don't think he likes us at all, probably because he can't beat us. But what a talent! What a guy! What a character! Everything he does is, we try to learn from. And as much as he doesn't want to talk to us, we will always have respect for Mr. Argos.
Yeah, and that's another match that I really like. First and only singles match.
Oh, yeah.
And I broke into Argos's, allegedly broke into Argos's place and stole his gear. And that was just sharing the ring with that guy. You learn so much, and all what he's accomplished, not only in IWC but in wrestling in general. You're just like, man, I get to be nice to this guy. It's kind of crazy.
You'll see this weekend when we see him in RSW and we try to say hi and he just puts his head down like he doesn't know who we are. Yeah.
And before we get into RSW, you guys brought up ECW. It came along for me. I was a teenager, right at the right age.
Yeah.
Believe me, I went to probably 10 ECW shows. I know my ECW. You guys being from Philly, 2,300 arenas right there in your backyard.
Fact.
Just what was some of your favorite memories, matches, characters, anything you can go into ECW? We can talk ECW all night.
Yeah. Honestly, I was gonna say this is. I mean, so one of my favorite matches, not just ECW, one of my favorite matches of all time. It was just such a fucking, just everything about it. Terry Funk versus Sabu in the barbed wire match was. I mean, Terry was he 50, over 50 at the time?
I think he was.
I think he was like 51 or 52 at the time. And the fact that he was not only in the ring doing what he usually does, but in a barbed wire match, that was a crazy match I remember watching. And I was young when I first watched. I had the blood and guts.
Born to be Wired.
Yeah. The DVD, it was so sick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just guys like, dude, like 3D, like that was sick. Like they were the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I study Spike Dudley bumps because, what a bump, what a bump guy.
Oh my.
Yeah.
You don't need to be doing all that. You guys got charisma. You know what you're doing. You got talent. You don't worry about the Spike Dudley stuff, please.
And like Whipwreck too. Like that's you know, that guy knew it. He knew his role, and he did what he needed to do to, get over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look,
it's off one.
Still doesn't get his due, Mikey Whipwreck. Shane Douglas was my dude, and the Impact players.
Yeah.
I mean, Terry Funk all day, still Terry Funk, but
Yeah.
I was actually fortunate enough to meet New Jack, and while I'm talking to him, a fight broke out in the crowd. And me and New Jack stood there and kind of did running commentary on the fight and joked, and that's one of my favorite memories in life, period. Joking around with New Jack watching these idiots fight each other, yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool.
It was good shit. Yeah, going to Pittsburgh, Ohio to see ECW, good shit.
Yeah.
And Tim Cross is going to kill me if we go too deep without talking about this coming Saturday.
Yeah, I was waiting for it. There we go.
We got a gauntlet match. Match coming up. And I know it's going to steal the show. I'm super stoked for it. You guys have already run into the murder. We might as well talk about that. New Kin. Y'all against the murder. DQ finish. Uh-oh. What was that match like for y'all?
We were pissed. We thought we had it in the bag. The crowd was live. We were live. We were feeling it. I said, dude, we might win another set of titles before we maybe had the chance to win the IWC titles. Now, obviously, it didn't play out that way. These were our first titles, but I thought RSW Tag Team Champions were going to be our first title. Unfortunately, they I don't know what happened. I guess they got mad that we're not quitters, and they had to go and get some weapons involved and do that bull crap stuff. So I think they just – Billy Knox needs a Whiz facial, and maybe he'll calm his big ass down.
Well, yeah. And you know what? We just the biggest thing I think we showed in that match was our resiliency. I mean – Not gonna sugarcoat it. We kind of the shit kicked out of us for most of that match, but we got a little offense in there. You know what I'm saying? We gave them the stuff, but that's what people don't expect about us because we're not the biggest guys, we're not the strongest guys, we're not the fastest guys, but we don't quit. And then some people can't handle that.
Talk about getting offense, and you put Phineas's head through the door. Gave him the facial, and then kicked him in the face.
Yeah.
No, it unfortunately wasn't a facial. I was looking for my Whiz. I'm yelling, who has my Whiz? Someone pulled a Kliff Klepto and took my Whiz, so I grabbed someone's beer and gave him some little beer before he got kicked in the face.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So that's why I'm upset, because I had the facial in the bag for Phineas, and he didn't get it. So I think this weekend, this Saturday, I think he's my target for a Whiz facial for sure.
You do.
You know what? I was running the camera on that match. I knew no difference. So whatever. It looked like it to me. I said, okay. And they've kind of pulled the old switcheroo on y'all. You're not going to be able to get your hands on Phineas. They're doing the Freebirds deal. Might be an idea for you guys in IWC. They're switching out Phineas for Brother Duzan. I don't know
Oh,
if you guys.
it's Duzan. Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, they kind of switched it up. So
It's-
and I'm sure you know what Duzan can do, what he's capable of. Talk about Spike Dudley.
Yeah, he looks. I think he's the only dude that weighs less than Kliff Klepto in independent wrestling. I'm about to. You're gonna see Ricky Lesnar this weekend. I'm giving that kid an F5.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. Pull out some power moves. Pull out some power moves on him.
Yeah, until Billy Knox comes in and throws me through the roof.
Yeah, he's been on one too. So God be with you. God be with y'all.
Well, you know, we got something up our sleeves. You know, they like to get weapons involved. So you know what? We might have to bring our little. You know, we'll see. You know, we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
And hey, man, if that guy wants to throw me through the rafters, go ahead. Because this past weekend, I learned I can fly, dude. It's fine.
Still walking, by God.
Still walking.
Hardly, but
Yeah, if y'all made it through that, there's no selling y'all short anymore. I mean, shit, the record speaks for itself.
yeah.
Also in the match, Violent Vance Desmond, Dustin Alexander, the Violent Party. Vance Desmond's been around for a minute. Dustin Alexander is a damn good wrestler. Don't take him lightly. What do you think about these two?
Hey, look, we're not guys who are gonna back down from a fight. We're always looking for challengers, and it's cool getting in the ring with someone that you've never shared it with before. So, obviously we have experience with the murder, so we kind of have their game plan. But I like going into matches not completely. You can study them, but when you're in there with them, they could always have tricks up their sleeve. So it's cool getting the experience to work with new people and find out how they operate, and so we can be a better team and outsmart them, outmaneuver them, outwiz them, and eventually win.
Okay. You have anything to add to that, Cliff?
Yeah, like you hit it. You can study as much tape as you want, on a team, but it's a totally different atmosphere when you get in the ring with them. So I'm excited to just share the ring. This is our first gauntlet match, so
Yeah, it is our first gauntlet match. Yeah.
They have experience with it, so I feel like this is really going to test us. Not only us, it's going to test everybody else too. Because a gauntlet match, sure, you can have a normal tag match, but a gauntlet match is a totally different animal.
Yep. And here's the thing: I don't know if you guys have saw the prior shows from Monongah. This is a small venue in a very small town in West Virginia. And it's looking like there's going to be a lot of people in this small venue. I've heard about the ticket sales. I live in the town. It's my hometown. I know the buzz.
We go.
A very small venue, and a lot of folks are going to show up. So
Okay. That's what I like to hear.
That
just means
loud.
More people to whiz on.
Yeah, got to bring extra width.
Going to be a lot of kids there, so whatever. Do as you like. And, last but not least, the unappreciated. These guys really have a chip on their shoulder. I've been warning all my guests, watch out for these guys. Watch out for their manager, Bake. They're on a come up just same as you guys. How do you feel about the unappreciated?
That's almost the most dangerous thing about a team is when they got something to prove. I mean, we know that firsthand. And that when you have that mindset of like, hey, got nothing to lose here, but I gotta prove everybody out there wrong. That makes you 10 times more of a killer than you would be if you just you're riding up or you're becoming complacent. That's the biggest thing we got to look out for because, we've been in that shoes. We know exactly what it's like. So I feel like it'll be, a chance to commingle,
May the best men win. May the best men win. I know it's going to be one that's talked about, not just in RSW, everywhere. It's your guys' first gauntlet match. First gauntlet match I'm aware of in RSW. And 4 outstanding teams. In a perfect world, would you like to just go in last and just swoop in and get the belts? Does that work? No? You want to prove yourself?
Nah, I want that number 1 spot. You know what I'm saying? You know, I want to fight.
You guys kind of fool yourselves after this weekend. Well, I mean, fool yourselves after 2022. Let's be real, you know.
Yeah, you know, a lot of whiplash, back pain, concussions, liquor, Yingling, Whiz. You know, it's all going to our brains, but we ain't stopping anytime soon. This is just the beginning.
That's what I like to hear. I believe it. Believe me, I'm a believer. Y'all have made me a believer long before this weekend. So, like I say, I love every team in this match, so I know it's going to be a classic. So
yeah, we're super excited. Tim's a great guy to work for. RSW is a great company. I think they're 5. Yeah, we were on the 5-year anniversary show. That was pretty cool. Our debut there was on the 5-year anniversary. That was cool. We hope to fill as many dates as possible in 2023 with RSW as well. We love, you know, it was the first time we got the wrestle in West Virginia, so cool little experience getting out of our little circle here.
Nice. And if you thought, you know, Fairmont was Hilljack, West Virginia, wait till you go about 5 miles down the road to Monongah. It's called Monongah. It's an old coal mining town. Okay. So,
yeah.
You're about to get the full experience.
Okay. As long, hey, hopefully they like Yingling and Whiz.
Well, I tell you what, if it gets crazy, if it gets out of control, I like y'all. I know a back way to my house. I'm literally 5 minutes away from the arena. I'll show you the way.
All right. Yeah. In case we get run out of town.
I can't wait. I really can't. So let's go backwards. Now. Who were some of your influences growing up? Who got you guys into wrestling? Or what moment got you into wrestling? Besides, you said ECW, so okay. But some of the wrestlers you tried to emulate and you said, you know, I think I might want to do that.
Go ahead, Kliff.
Okay, so some of the wrestlers, I mean, not ECW-wise. Yeah, I'd have to go with guys like, you know, Shawn Michaels. I mean, a little newer, but like Dolph Ziggler, like that guy. I mean, you know, he's a great worker. I think he's dedicated for how much time and how many matches that guy puts in. I mean, you know,
Fact.
You know, you got your big names. You know, you got the. I love Macho Man. You know,
Yes.
And so it just grew on me too, and I was just like, damn, I wanna walk out with the cool ass glasses, the hat and the fringe. You know what I'm saying? You know, eating Slim Jims. I didn't care. But when we go back to ECW, you know, guys like Rob Van Dam, a true workhorse. You know, like we said, that guy was nuts too. You know?
I'm changing my middle name to Vaughn so I can be RVD.
Okay.
Ricky Von Dawkins.
I like it. At least for one night. Shit. Hell yeah. Let's do it.
Do the splash, dude.
Mm-hmm. There
Yes,
you
sir.
go. Yeah. Oh, man. I got to see him and Jerry Lynn live in Pittsburgh. Killed
That's
it.
fire.
Yeah. Those guys just ridiculous. Changed wrestling forever. So what about you, Ricky? Who was some of the folks you looked up to?
Just to touch on that real quick, Kliff hits. He has yet to hit it in a match, but I've obviously seen it practicing. Kliff hits the cleanest version of a RVD frog splash.
Uh-oh.
It's a frog splash into an elbow, and it is so clean. So I can't wait for him to use it in a match one day.
Ooh.
Maybe this weekend. Maybe this weekend.
Oh, he might take the ceiling fans out.
Yeah.
Wait till you see this place.
Hey, so I should be good since I'm short, right?
Yeah, there you go.
All right. No, for your question. I mean, yeah, ECW, big part of growing up. My dad was a big one. That's who got me into wrestling. one of my earliest memories of wrestling was watching Stone Cold with my dad. So, he played a big part. But in the wrestlers, interesting choice. Jeff Hardy's one of probably my favorite wrestler of all time, which is even sicker the fact that he held this belt less than a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
So Jeff, a big one for me was Rey Mysterio because of his height. I always loved the short guy attitude. He was always Joe Dombrowski says this a lot during my matches. I don't know that I'm not 6'5", and I feel like Rey Mysterio had the same mindset. Guys like that. He named Shawn. Undertaker was one of the greatest characters and worst. A lot of guys that you just kind of we pick apart their promos, their live in ring work, their camera work. All the stuff that goes into it. Like we were touching on earlier, it's so cool in wrestling to take bits and pieces of everyone and mix it together for your own version.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to think, like, I don't know, like there's this tag team PG-13.
Yep.
They were. I think they're a great inspiration for me. The rap guy.
Yeah.
We are the nation, live and in color.
Raps in this business, and he shall not be named. Not yet, anyway.
Okay.
Guys like that, tag teams, like fucking, like I said, and even kid guys. Like I don't even want to say guys, but it's just like characters, like the Hurricane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to look at like the promos that Bray Wyatt was doing, and like it's just like I don't know. I like because our stuff isn't like we're wearing tights, we're shooting a promo, screaming at a camera about how we're gonna see you this day, blah blah blah. We kind of we like to go out of the box, and I don't think it's not even us being like, we're just being us, and that's what's the coolest thing about this entire thing is that this is who we are, like this is what we're like in the ring, outside of home, like everybody, like people.
It's not a there's no character. Like
like people that like knew us before, we started getting into wrestling, were like, you guys have not changed one bit. You maybe toned it down a little bit.
I fight less Cowboys fans now because like I don't want to get canceled and end up in jail.
Okay.
Before I didn't care. Before wrestling, I was like, yeah, who cares as long as I'm beating a Cowboys fan up.
And you guys complement each other so well. And that's another question. How far does this go back on the real? Like, how long have you guys known each other, and how did you meet each other?
Honestly, not too long. Like, you would think we knew each other from like the way you watch us in the ring or the way you watch us in promos. You would think that we like grew up together and was best friends, but honestly, we didn't really meet until like wrestling brought us together, and then since day one, it was just like natural. Oh my God, you're from Philly. Oh my God, you're from Philly. Go Birds. And then the tag team idea came up, and we haven't looked back since.
It's definitely working for you guys. What was first impressions of each other? Did you hit it off right off the bat, or you was like, this guy's kind of cocky or whatever?
No, I immediately knew that he was the biggest idiot I probably ever met, and he probably says the same thing about me. So,
look at you.
Yeah. No, we I mean, to get a little personal, I mean, we've grown so much, not only as a tag team but as friends. That was it's honestly been one of the coolest experiences of this whole part was not only gaining a tag team partner but gaining a brother. We don't get too personal too often, but in this situation, since we're here talking, Kliff was actually with me, which is crazy. We were filming a promo when my dad passed away, which is crazy. So he was there with me the moment my dad passed, and then we were booked that night at 2PW for a match against the STDs and the Apex, and Kliff was like, "All right, well, I'll he was being a brother to me. He's like, "Oh, look, don't worry about tonight. I'll text Marshall. Gambino will tell him we can't make it, blah, blah, blah. I was like, fuck out of here. We're going to wrestle, brother. And, he stood by my side, not only during that sad moment, but stood by my side in the ring later that night and put on a hell of a show next to me. So, yeah, it's just a cool. Wrestling is awesome. And the fact that it, brought me to one of my now brother's best friends and IWC Tag Team Champions. Yeah, it's sorry to get a little touchy, but it's been, to answer your question, we've grown a hell of a lot closer, and it just makes it that much more fun, that much more. We just put our hearts into it, and we feed off of each other's energy.
Hell yeah. And you can tell
Yeah.
it's genuine watching you guys.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that helps when you go into new locker rooms. Somebody
Oh,
there's
yeah.
got your back. I mean, any locker room
Yeah.
I've been in so far, everybody's been chill. But I'm sure that helps you guys.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure, I wasn't obviously in the business years ago, but from what I've kind of gathered so far, I think locker room have changed dramatically. I think everyone, there aren't as much. I feel like a lot in the day, like there was just so much drama and hate in some locker rooms where people just let their egos get ahead, and you don't see that as much in today's wrestling business. A lot of people care for each other; they're there for each other, and again, that's what makes wrestling just that much cooler of an experience.
For sure. Is that your cats fighting or my cats fighting?
Do you hear them? They have not stopped fighting since I started this. Yeah. I taught them well. I gave there's two of them. I gave each of them a belt, and they've been arguing over which one's better.
I hear them cutting
Yeah.
some promos. Oh hell! I've kept you guys for almost an hour. We're going to do some final
you're
thoughts,
good.
some
Go
final.
ahead, you're good.
But before we do that, I'd be crazy if I didn't at least ask. We've
Let's
got
go.
the
Hit us.
gauntlet match coming up. I'm sure you got opponents you're looking at down the pike. Can we get a Kliff Klepto freestyle on some of these fools that's trying to take out brotherly love?
Hey, you know what? I don't know if I can give you the freestyle right now, but I'm telling you, come December 10th.
Oh, you're playing shy. Oh,
Right.
he's playing shy.
Okay.
I will hold it down.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna hold you to it. I'll be there.
Sir.
It
Yes,
don't even
sir.
have to be in the ring.
It's got to be in front of everyone now. That's bullshit.
Oh, okay.
Give me the mic, bro. Say less. Give me a mic pre-show. I got
Pre-show it is. Believe me, there's a lot of wannabes around here that need taught a lesson or two, so that works even better. That works even better.
Instead of a dark match, it's just gonna be a dark freestyle.
Yeah.
The darkest Mononga's got in a while. Hell yeah. I can't wait. Cannot wait. It's coming up. But we always try to keep it positive on the show, give viewers and listeners some inspiration. Each of you, if you can give my listeners some inspiration, what would it be? Some advice, whatever it may be.
Fuck Dallas, go Birds.
Yeah, I'm asking the wrong guys, but it's worth a shot.
Inspiration? I'll tell you some inspiration. Quit being a bitch, chase your dreams, drink Yingling, go Birds.
Fuck yeah.
Honestly, bro, you can do whatever the fuck you want. This was just a spitball, and then now we're really doing it. We do this every weekend. We get to meet cool people. We go place to place. We get to be on shows like you, which is totally awesome. If I could look back and tell the 12-year-old me that people want me to squirt cheese in their mouth, I'd probably, dude, you're an idiot. I don't even know what that is. You know what I'm saying?
Back then, you would have been like, all right, if that's what I turn into, just off me. And now here we are.
Probably. But yeah, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, honestly, on a real note, just take it from two guys who, have been told they don't belong, not just in wrestling, probably our whole lives, told you don't belong. It just seems no matter who you are, everyone in society just there's just this mass energy in this country that people don't want you to chase your dreams, and the people that realize that that's the stupidest, most bullshit thing ever, like us. And when you do chase your dreams, I said this in a Facebook post earlier. Love what you do and it'll love you back, and that's the truest thing.
Yep. It's funny you guys say what you say, because today I made a Facebook post and it said, if I could go back and tell 14-year-old me that I'd be watching a wrestler that I enjoy's match, and I would get a message from said wrestler, that feeling hasn't changed. I'm still that 14-year-old. And I was talking about y'all. I was watching your match and I get a message about the podcast, and I thought, how crazy is life? Because watching that pay-per-view made my night. It was awesome. And to be talking to you guys now and doing what we're doing, like you said, chase your dreams. Y'all's just getting started. I'm just getting started. Who knows? Who knows what's coming down the pike for all of us?
For sure.
And believe me, I'm nowhere by any means putting myself on y'all's level. I'm not busting ass like you guys are.
You don't even gotta say that, man.
Well, to let it be known. I know where I'm at, and I'm fine with that. I'm very happy. But
that's
y'all,
good, man. As long as you're happy, dude. That's we haven't experienced it yet, but a lot of especially vets will tell you they go through a roller coaster ride. Sometimes you're happy in the ring, and sometimes you're not. Even the most famous wrestlers of all time said, when you lose the happiness, it becomes a job, and then it becomes ugh. And I don't, knock on wood, I don't think so, but we're having so much fucking fun doing this. We're so happy doing this. It's just I don't think it's ever gonna change.
Good.
Yeah, actual genuine like you see us in the ring, that's literally what we're feeling. Those the pictures of the other night were so cool, because that was exactly
And it radiated through the TV. It was contagious. It was the people in the crowd felt it. You guys had a lot of folks on your side. You guys are an inspiration, for real, and I know it's to the moon for you guys. So I'm not going to keep the champs any longer. I'm going to see you very soon.
You're good.
And
Hell yeah, brother.
Tag Team Classic coming up.
Yes, we have a little special treat that we're bringing with us, besides Whiz, obviously Whiz, but we're bringing a new member of Brotherly Love, kind of.
Huh.
You'll see. You'll see.
Oh, my.
You'll see. And it's not Dior. I would tell you if it was our Rocky Dior. Dior is unfortunately not able to make it this weekend with us, but we're bringing the somewhat new member of Brotherly Love that we debuted during our championship match.
Oh, okay. Oh, man. Let's go. Let's go. I can't thank you guys enough. I really can't.
No,
it's been
thank
awesome.
you, bro, for sure.
It's been wonderful. I'll ask you to stay on here with me so I can kiss your ass just a little bit more after the show's over.
For sure.
But to my listeners, live your dreams. Do what you want to do. Don't take no shit. These guys are living proof. Show them the belts one more time, please.
Hold on. Wait. Let me get the light over here. Hold on, so you can see the gold a little bit. There you go. Look at that shining.
Damn it. And I think one thing I can say all three of us share, we're all having fun. We all love wrestling. So fuck yeah.
Go Birds. Thank you so much for taking the time to have us on, and it's so cool. I love podcasts. I think it's cool for a new set of listeners to you get more personal than you would any other time. So thank you so much for being able to share these cool moments with Brotherly Love, baby.
Hell yeah. And I hope to have you back in the future, right? After you get signed by AEW or WWE, before you take off, give me one last visit, please.
No doubt. We got you. No worries.
I've been Spooky Lou. You've been looking at Ricky Dawkins, Kliff Klepto, Brotherly Love. Go eat some Whiz. Go Birds. And we'll see you at Krampus.
Go Birds, baby. Krampus Mania. Because we're getting Whizzy at Krampus Mania, brother.
It's Kliff Klepto. It's that year-end cypher with a capital K, baby. You already know who it is. Yeah. New year, new faces at IWC, like Young Kliff, Lil Rick, picture perfect Dior. Go and show them the door. We got cheesesteaks, near record breaking title reigns. John McChesney taking names, Iverson taking ankles like I'm Spencer Slade. Ankle lock, you Minute Maid, vocal squeeze your brains into lemonade. Bill jumping from the Raptors, we higher than Preston. Spit a little slap chase, gold still leave you smelling fresher than Clifford's instrumentals. It's essential that you watch your back. Never know what you gon' find when them doors is cracked. Ask the X dime pieces back. Hoovin' split like it's a vertebrae. Leaking Derek throwing bombs, called a hand grenades. But Andrew Palace here to bang award show. Director's cut, this a direct cut on who shall not be named. Mr. P Word Calloway and Benjamin C. Gray. A1 brought his A game, they say. Did you see that? Get that network, you can watch it on a replay or on Fight TV. Just search IWC. Yeah, thanks, Kliff. 2022. No one out here spitting fresher than that boy known as Kliff K. It's a new year, same old Whizzy ways. Go Birds.
What are you doing?
Bro, I just left church. It's not good.
Got back from where?
I just left church.
What do you mean it's not good?
It's not good.
Come in. Sit down. What's this?
This results.
What are these results?
I just read it, dude. Just read it.
We have STDs? We have STDs? We have STDs?
Man, I walked into church with the Whiz, and somehow I left with STDs.
You went to... With the Whiz?
I walked in church with the Whiz, STDs.
Are you kidding me? What are we supposed to do now? How are we supposed to whiz in people's mouths if we have STDs?
And it says specifically right here, do not whiz in people's mouths with STDs.
Bro, we're done. It's over with. Wait, how are we supposed to do anything with an STD?
I don't know. We need a cure. We need a cure. We need a cure fast.
Wait, I think I know a cure. August 5th, Prospect Pro Wrestling is presenting Friday Night Lights. I bet we can get the cure there.
And once and for all, we can cure STDs.
We can whiz on the cure to STDs at Friday Night Lights.
And we can finally close that church down that gave me the STDs.
Yes, because no church giving STDs should be open.
No.
That's what we'll do.
That's it?
I can't believe we have STD.
And man, this place is gonna come unglued. Are you ready, BC Steel? You ready, BC Steel? Are you ready?
I'm itching.
Well, we're gonna get Philadelphia strong and spread some brotherly love. It's the unlikeliest success story, maybe in all of IWC's 21-year history.
People got to stop taking this team lightly. They have defeated everybody in front of them, and it seems almost a repetitive story.
Hey, Jackson Argos!
Whiz.
Brotherly love! What you?
Argos used to be the loudest one in the room. And Argos and Jace Gold start things off. We talked about a night ago how fragile the ego of Jackson Argos can be. You know that he's been consumed by the fact that he hasn't been able to figure out brotherly love, but then again, nobody has. I mean, brawling into the crowd, Ricky Dawkins is on top of the dugout, Cliff unloading on Argos. Chase Gold can't stop saying his name, and he just got stunned on top of the dugout.
Top of a dugout is just nothing but solid wood.
And Cliff comes down on top of Argos. Argos, a former tag team champion, and this got put in the garbage. And Kliff Klepto. We got dueling bats on the outside with Ricky and Argos.
It's a fight. How many sword fights have you seen in a professional wrestling?
Ricky all over Argos.
Silly me.
In the bat. This is like 8 different matches in one match. Did Gold and Argos just tag after all that? What is Argos going to think if he goes down 0-3 to Brotherly Love in a matter of a month? And Ricky Dawkins is in. This guy's too tough to quit. We're back on the outside again. And Kliff Klepto. Kliff finally smartened up and put the helmet on that Dior was wearing. Argos headbutt on Ricky. He's down at the that catcher's mount. Oh no, Argos!
Wait a minute.
Oh, Argos may have knocked himself out of that headbutt. The heads collided and Brotherly Love did it again! Kliff Klepto, Ricky Dawkins, Sierra Castro. Do you believe in miracles? If you build it, they will come. All of the sports analogies you can do, because Brotherly Love, by God, is still undefeated. Brotherly Love celebrating amongst their people. BC, go down and get some Whiz.
Somehow pull off this match, they would possibly be into the discussion for the tag titles.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, my God. Joe Mandak needs to get in the ring. That's it.
Hold on. Time.
Here are your winners, Brotherly Love.
No, wait, no. Hold on. Shut up, Lendo.
Shut up, Lendo. I'm pulling double duty here. I got to ring announce. I got to commentate. I got to sit with your crazy ass.
Oh, please.
Oh,
Kliff Klepto doesn't even know what day it is.
it doesn't matter. Tonight, Saturday, November 6th, he's a winner along with Ricky Dawkins. And the
Brotherly
Greg
Love,
Lougain
like
is
it or
looking
not, they
Dior
do pick
Castro.
up the win, and as Lendo and I talked about earlier, and I can't believe I'm saying this, potential tag title contention for Brotherly Love.
It's that Whiz Worldwide Productions. I'm Kliff Klepto. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm Dr. J mixing chemicals. This Whiz is medical. Making rappers edible like triple the plat. Max Ghost, he don't get down like that. Fuck a threat, Kliff a promise, Ricky holding me back. Take this bat till your spine, buried you alive, and I'm just a jobber, right? Cause my money tight, ain't rockin' tights. I'm the life of this party. Philly fights worth starting, another night ain't on the card and you yawning. Done Joe and still Johnny, you only listen for the chorus. So here it goes, aight? Go Birds. Yeah, in South Philly, born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days, making noise like a bird's game. You's playing like you Tony with this toys, man. Hey, hey, in South Philly, born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my days, making noise like a bird's game. You's playing like you Tony with his toys, man. Yeah, yeah, I'm a factor, the best unsigned independent rapper. It's word life with his pockets fatter. Only difference is I ain't an actor. This shit is real life, and I'm sick of it. My lyrics so intricate, bitch, I'm wild different. Bringing you the punchlines in higher definition. Execution flawless. I don't fuck with cops, no lawless. Or LaRusso, no Samson. She got on my jock. Yelling Clifford, please let me your spot. On your knees, baby, go Nadine. She getting ready for her money shot. Need a ring crew to clean when I leave. I had a tiger in my blood like I'm Charlie Sheen, fleeing the scene. Making movies that be Close your eyes and really concentrate. Just picture. Just picture how perfect we is, or how perfect we was. I was in love with the fun. Now I'm cuffed and it's cutthroat. Now I'm stuck fucking bitch about an upvote. Mariano Plummer, there ain't no others that be rapping like me. With Cliff K on the beat, you know I'm bringing that Sunday night heat. Fuck will pay me or I'm taking my talents down to South Beach with sandy cheeks, daddy ass, and some bubble gum. Like Sonny, a verbal hit and run. Your ego weighs a ton. I'm the only one to save you from just a plumber. I'm the only one to save you from these jabronis that be up to no good. I was the one stirring trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared. She said you're moving with Uncle Ricky the Whiz on Bel Air. These jabronis that be up to no good. I was the one stirring trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared. She said you're moving with Uncle Ricky the Whiz on Bel Air. Jabronis that be up to no good. I was the one stirring trouble in my neighborhood. Got in one little fight and my mom got scared. She said you're moving with Uncle Ricky the Whiz on Bel. Yeah, go Birds. Yeah, 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 go Birds. Yeah, it's Kliff Klepto. Yeah, yeah. Neighborhood, yeah. Go Birds.
Ricky Dawkins, Kliff Klepto,
Well, and now they're Ricky Dawkins, you see they're dealing out the Whiz.
Yeah, Chase Cole, you see him.
What am I saying?
No!
Oh,
Oh my!
Whiz, dealing out the Whiz. Dealing out the Whiz, Nick Blendl. Those words just came from my mouth. Better than Whiz.
Oh, I'm not going to disagree with you there.
Have you been whizzed by Brotherly
I
Love?
have not been whizzed by Brotherly Love.
Ricky Dawkins! Ricky Dawkins stopping a mud hole into Chase Cole.
Here comes Kliff Klepto. Okay, the people can spell Eagles. Well, they try. Can we get some semblance of... Now, can we disqualify?
No, Dior Castro in the match. Shot to Glenn Spector. Another one to Chase Cole.
He said, why is it called the Iverson? He says, after I hit it, you'll be on IV in the ER, son.
I quit.
And there's Dior. Oh, he's a veteran. Ricky Dawkins with the stunner. He has the Whiz can. What are we about to see?
I think he's going to spell Argos over his...
Oh. He could choke. And now Argo's into the cocky cover. This is... No! 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 He got it!
Oh, wait! No, those two!
Here are your winners, Brotherly Love!
Brotherly Love is on a roll, BC!
Oh, shut up, Blendl.
Where's he at, bro?
Dude, I don't know.
What? Oh, dude, I think he's calling me right now.
Good.
Yes, it's him. Yes, it's him. Dior, bro, you almost here?
Yeah.
What do you mean you're not coming?
Coming?
Dior, this is your official initiation in the Brotherly Love. You're supposed to be here. We have a match this Saturday at court time, IWC Wrestling, against the Culmination, and you're not even freaking here.
How do you come?
No, I'm hanging up. I'm so mad at him.
He owes us.
He owes us. He better make up for it. I'm so mad he's not here.
We gotta sacrifice something. What are we gonna do? The Culmination think we're gonna be friends.
From the reading of the Whiz. He who dwell in the sacrifice of the Whiz, who abide in the crack of life, say to thee, Whiz Lord, my sign, my wood, in whom we trust. And the bell will raise you up on the eagle's wings, bear you on the breath of beer. make you shine like the golden Whiz, and hold you in liberty's hand. The ring of the bell will never capture you, and the holy Whiz will bring you no fear. Under the bell's crack your refuge, the liberty's faithfulness as the wood shield. You need not fear the terror of evil, nor the American eagle that flies by day. Seeking hundreds cheering for Whiz facials, near and with you it shall come. For to the bell and the crack to guard you from scumbags, upon the liberty we will carry you. For brotherly love and for all love that is brotherly, cross the darkness and come out new.
Dude, it's not working. I googled it. It said it should work.
I was fully expecting it to make a new sign.
Yeah.
We could have used a new sign.
Could have used this in.
Vior's not even
It's
here.
not even here, dude.
This is just stupid now. I don't know. It didn't even.
I'm out of here.
I'm preaching. This is Clifford's sermon. You was looking like you triple threat? A generic version. Money shot, but you're still virgins. It's a hostile takeover. Super Wizzy earned it. You a cloud dime? It's doink time. We gon' rip your ass from cloud 9. Screaming go birds at a human turd. You's a little bitch in a man's world. Whiz facial have you fangirl, we still booked here without a damn grill. School dropping bombs, I'm chucking anvils, popping advils, cause I'm swinging Ricky as a bat like I'm playing for the damn Phils. 21st, man, it be no different. Brotherly love, walk in, walk out, still undefeated, still underappreciated, still underbelieved in. Since you won that button dime, you've really been underachieving. We some South Philadelphian heathens. Whiz cheesing, Kelly Green bleeding. See you boys in the ring. Good luck. You'll need it. And that's because, well, you already know the rest.
Angry Gory. I will say, though, he showed pretty well there going up against Gory. I'd love to see, oh, God, who do I have to pay? BC. Well, he's not a man that fears many people. And he's standing in, jeez. Ooh, kind of cute, BC. Well,
Unbelievable from Philip Archer.
Ricky Dawkins credit, but it wasn't the smartest thing in the world.
To the top. Attempting the double team.
Wait a minute, we have a...
What is this? Wait a minute. On the outside, there's Dior Castro. What's he doing out here? Ricky Dawkins into the cover. And Ricky Dawkins.
Here are your winners.
Wait a minute.
Brotherly Love.
What an upset, BC! Capitalizing on the distraction from Dior Castro, Ricky Dawkins was able to roll up Gory for the 3 count.
And now, Brotherly Love Breakdown, starring Brotherly Love. 215. What made you want to be number 9?
Wait, what made you want to be number 6?
Good point. And this is the Go Birds, baby. Took his damn head off. What a great tag.
Number 3. I told him he's the GOAT.
Cliff assist.
The Cliff assist. I like that.
Yeah.
Speaking of issue, by AGLE,
Yeah.
there was a hole in my head.
You go down, and I take a DDT right onto a cooler.
It's like Boys in the Hood, but it's Boys in the Ring. I said, Ricky! Not your little Richard.
My little Richard. That's awareness right there, Cliff. Brother awareness. It's that Cliff sense. Cooler to your face.
I think I broke my foot trying to kick that cooler. I don't know what's in there.
Call me Ricky Klepto. Yeet! My cooler. Dork.
Pulled some classic Klepto out.
Yeah, I did. I had to be you for a second, brother. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Hair.
That shit was fire. Look at that hair.
You see this? This is what a real beer looks like.
I'm gonna keep this short and simple, since you toothless incest hillbillies of Fairmont, West Virginia can't focus on a wrestling promo for more than 45 seconds.
September 17th at Fairmont State University. I'm saying it real slow because I know you rednecks can't read a poster. Brotherly Love comes in to Whiz on Saturday Night Special.
So Dee sucks, Marcus blows, you listen here and you listen good. Brotherly Love is coming to steal those titles, those RSW tag team titles off of your Double D tits.
You better hide your keys, your wallets, and your oversized wives, because Kliff Klepto is coming to West Virginia and I'm taking everything that isn't nailed down.
And that's because Brotherly Love doesn't want you.
BITC to the power of H. Yeah.
Hello, folks. Welcome to the Brotherly Love Show, episode 1A pilot. Don't ask us when we're going to drop season 1 after this. Don't ask us how we're going to do it or what the show's going to be out, who's going to be on it or what. Just don't ask nothing. Sit back, each use his whiz, and enjoy the show. With that being said, my name is Ricky Dawkins.
And I'm Kliff Klepto. Ow. And that's a fake apple, dude. It's not a real apple. No.
Ow.
Ow.
And we're here with our certified meat beater, Dior.
Hello, I am Dr. Dior Castro, and I am here for science.
Come on, Kliff. Come on, Kliff. It's been 2 whole long years that we've been trying to figure out this equation, this formula that we've come up with, trying to decipher the code of the equation of which we got Whiz equals time.
No, we beat Tito and Don. What if we just get our opportunity? What if we get there? Oh, then the streaks will be.
Yeah, remember we started up here. So when we began this formula, watch out, I'm trying to show the good people. When we began this formula, IWC and over here with Whiz Facials, when we started up there, we realized that under the influence of gravity and with the amount of centrifugal force and consequent precisional force that can be generated by our ooey, gooey, yellowy Whiz, it makes it theoretically possible to accelerate our Whiz to infinity.
That's Mark's court time. We gotta be there December 3rd for the match, for the big match, the match. Oh my god, we got this streak on.
Using a subsonic particle accelerator on Brotherly Love's Whiz, which is also equivalent to a subatomic particle such as an electron that sits at a negligible mass during rest, will accelerate the Whiz to velocity approaching the speed of light.
The theory of the integrity effect, which makes the engineering of anti-gravity possible, can also be applied in a different way to generate electricity differently into the Whiz from atomic fusion by a laser tunnel process that further enhances the DNA coded within the Whiz. Easy enough?
To ensure being undefeated, our Whiz is based upon the manipulation of property of space called magnetic permeability. The magnetic permeability of any matter is always greater than the permeability of free space. But it is the magnetic permeability of free space that allowed the creation of the Whiz to accelerate its growth in popularity within the good people of IWC and beyond.
See, it seems to me that the further engineering of frequency control within the ingredients of the Whiz help guide the consumer to the vortex drive. In this process, the consumer enters the vortex drive by opening their mouths in preparation for a Whiz facial.
Now you know what did with Dawn, Tammy.
Upon thy Whiz facial, the Whiz then deviates its energy fields as a stall in the steep electromagnetic gradient. Once at a stall, we use a toroidal subatomic particle accelerator that operates on alternating currents to utilize a central magnetic flux within the consumer's subconscious brain. I believe, me personally, Kliff Klepto believes it may be possible to use the energy of magnetic fields to propel Brotherly Love's Whiz across the immense distance of space. And if that's the case, Richard, we will not only be able to place all of our Whiz in every timeline across space, but also inject the Whiz in other Whiz galaxies through space-time! Alrighty, yous, stick with me here, okay? Just for a second, let's assume that a fourth dimensional space-time hyperspace exists. And within that, it inherits harmonical magnetic fields oscillating at a multitude of the artificially produced waves that the Whiz spatial gives off.
Let's get right back over us.
With that being the case in this reality, we are able to create an infinite unity of brotherly love under these conditions, resulting in this long-awaited answer that we finally got: Whiz equals time.
What if we just... I don't know what I'm doing.
The Go-Birds and Bosnia, bitch, a bunch of L's. Whiz facial plumbers even here. I'm trying to understand still what Whiz equals time. Whiz equals time. If Whiz equals time, then that means if the speed of Whiz is equivalent to the speed of light, then the speed of Whiz is a direct effect based upon the speed of the source, resulting in instant dimensional Whiz travel. Right?
Right, dude, what else?
That's what it means? But what does brotherly love get out of this?
Maybe we're just overcomplicating this, guys. We've been eating all this Whiz for the past 2 years. We should focus on humbling ourselves by remembering that there's no I in team. There's no I in team. If that seems to be true, then there may not be an I in time. Wait. Guys.
Where's that time? Wait a minute, T and holy crap! It's been TME this whole time. Not time. TME. Because Saturday, December 3rd, Brotherly Love and him has a shot at the IWC Tag Team titles at the Pittsburgh Pro Classic. 7 p.m. Get your tickets at IWCWrestling.com. And that's because Brotherly Love wants you. TME. Whiz equals TME. I knew it.
The Whiz World Order is in the house. Go Birds!
Is that a Philly cheesesteak with Legos in it?
I think it is, Tone. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, I said
Tony
this
can
2
take
months ago. I said this 2 months ago. I will say it again. These guys are the hottest tag team in the Pittsburgh area right now, bar none. They have not lost, I think, in maybe 17 years. I don't know. I don't think they've lost their entire career. It's been they've been around for less.
Yet to get a win here in 2PW, but in numerous promotions, they are on a roll. The thing is, can tonight be the night where they actually find the cure to their kryptonite?
Sorry, I completely forgot that they never won a match here. They've won matches in other places. And the reason for that is because I'm so blinded by hate for these assholes that is frustrating the hell. Like,
how can you hate guys like
for
this?
For starters, they're from Philly. I hate them. F the Birds, F the Eagles, F the Falcons too. Hey, F all birds in the NFL. Screw them.
Thanks. Okay, so Philly's favorite sons, Brotherly Love, making their way to the ring. First and foremost, happy
Except
birthday.
for Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson's the best thing to come out of Philly, I will say that.
Okay, Ricky Dawkins and Kliff Klepto would argue because they...
Once again, this is a building block match. Building blocks, small building blocks, Legos will be involved and they could fly into the audience. We ask that you please, for your own safety, just be careful. Shut up, you turd!
Rev Ron Hunt.
Yeah, shut up, you turd!
Oh, come on, Tony. Quit getting... Did that really just happen? First of all, showing disrespect. And look at this. He's already putting on the gloves. Because you know there will be either blood or whatever.
They call him Deathmatch George for a reason. Oh!
Here we go. And oh my goodness. And now just that was a Philly cheesesteak with Legos.
Yeah, I know. I told you. I said it earlier.
I know, but I mean he just beat Core Futuristic.